Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. The question is asking here, is it true that sadaqah can repel difficulties from the believer? Now, there are a number of narrations which talk about this. The Messenger of Allah said, Sadaqah, فإن الصدقة تدفع بلاء, giving sadaqah, because sadaqah repels harm from, afflicting a person, etc. But there are no narrations which are sahih in this regard, with that kind of wording, where he explicitly said sadaqah will remove difficulties, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But the meaning is definitely correct, as found in Fath al-Majid of Ibn Hajar rahimahullah. And the evidence for this is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Surah Al-Balad is an example of that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and the ayat go on, Surah Al-Balad, if a person was to refer back to that. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when the person gives to the poor and the needy, and the person who is not well and etc., destitute, etc., you will find that a person will be a person who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants upon him patience and grants upon him marhamah. He is a person who is shown mercy, and he is a person who has mercy given to him as well. Therefore, giving in sadaqah has, as Ibn Qayyim says, has an amazing effect on the life of a Muslim. It brings about a great deal of khair, and from that is that it repels harm. Right. The person is saying, so now we can understand that is actually part of our religion. The person is saying, how do we go about doing that? So he's basically saying, every time I travel, for example, should I give in sadaqah so that the travel, is not mixed with any kind of difficulty, etc. We will say here, this now goes back to the understanding of the Messenger of Allah and Salaf Salih. The meaning here is to give in sadaqah in general. The meaning is to give in sadaqah in general, not necessarily to something which is specific. That would require dalil. So if a person was to say, well, every single journey I'm going to give in sadaqah, we'll say, no, you need dalil for that. But if a person was to give in sadaqah in general, whenever there is an opportunity for him to do so, he's got surplus, or maybe he hasn't got surplus, he gives in sadaqah, then from the amazing effects of giving in sadaqah is that it will repel harm. And we've already mentioned what Ibn Hajar said in Fath al-Bari, and the evidence we've given from the Quran, but there's one evidence from the Sunnah, which is a hadith which is in Bukhari, I believe in Muslim also. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu he said that he has seen women, most of the inhabitants of the fire, so give in sadaqah. Ibn Hajar is saying here in Fath al-Bari that this is now proof to say that when you give in sadaqah, you can be removed from any kind of harm and punishment which could have befallen you. How do you do that? You do it in a general sense. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us the people of sidq and sadaqah in the dunya and the akhirah, and that He gives us the station of sidq, and the feet of sidq, and the tongue of sidq, and the maq'ad of sidq, in the malikin muqtadir. هذا والله أعلم. صلى الله على نبينا.